Good morning. This is David Truong from Memphis, Tennessee. Website 901david.com. So I'm one level below, like 911. You call for emergency. 901 is the area code for my area, and David is my name. So you saw that I wear the ESB T-shirts. That what we have in here, the shareholder summit. So this is last year, and this year we already booked the ticket for Orlando and all that, everything. But because of COVID-19, so we're staying home now. So here is one of the series video that we're doing for a training. A series of training will be 3 video, okay? Each of them about 20 minutes. So we're gonna training together as how to be a great real estate agent. Okay, so the topic would be how to be a mega or a top or a great real estate agent. Everybody have the same way how you're gonna do it, but I'm gonna share my philosophy, right? A little bit about myself. I'm with I have my license since 2002. And I have my, I've been with ESB since 2000, I think it was September, is that right? Yeah, September 1st, 2018. So 19, so I've been there, well, I've been there, 12, like 20 months. Wow, it's pretty quick. I've been there 20 months already. Okay, I've been with ESP 20 months already. I speak 5 different dialects in Vietnamese. Like they have different accents, and also speak Spanish, which is they speak in about 20 countries. And of course, I speak English, as you hear me speaking right now. Still working on it, but you know, it will, at least you understand, right? Let me sip some water. This is one of ESB too. ESB 10 years. ESB said 10 year that we have going on in Las Vegas. Okay, good. All right. So in order for you to understanding that how to be a great agent, there were 10 things that we're gonna kind of break down for you, okay? You have to know and you have to understand what your purpose is, what is your goal. You have to see what is your goal that you're gonna do and how you're gonna be achieving it, right? But 10 things here very important that you have to understanding that what are you bringing to the United States or to the world or to the community, right? But if you're not understanding that your value, or you're just coming down out there just making commission, just thinking just the money, it's not gonna work. This is how you're gonna, the more people you help, the more people will come to you, and the more money you will make. Like, for example, Bill Gates, his goal is to help each of us, each of the household have a computer. So more people have computer, now he'd be a billionaire, right? One of the richest men in the, virtual. So the reason I go on this is just you have to understand how important our job is as a licensed real estate agent, okay? If you're not understanding it, you would thought, well, I just came here, come and make some quick money. I just say, well, how I'm making money. This is all about me. But this is not about me. It's all about we, how we can work it together. So one of the things is like you work with first-time home buyers, you work with investors, you work with seller, but you know that as you work with a buyer, right, you help the family owning the resident, owning the house. So that will be more stable, that will stay in a job longer, they're not jumping around. That's why the government have a lot of programs to help them out. So one of the people that you help your own buyers, right? that particular buyer, you just helping them only. But I'm talking about we, right? It's not only buyer, but who else you have? You have another, you have the company. Like if you work with ESP, you have the company ESP growing, and you have other real estate company have commission, right? Another real estate agent on the side have commission, have money. And then what else going to be involved? That's not only real estate agent, right? Guess what else going to involve? Who else making money out of the deal? I give you 5 seconds to think of it. Okay? Who else? So now we got what? Attorney. Yeah? Right? Attorney, they're going to, how do they make money? When they're closing on a transaction. Right? They're going to make money on it. Is that correct? They're going to make money by closing one more transaction. And who else is it? Not the company only, but you got an attorney that closing on it. He make money. And his attorney, who did they have? They have people, the title company making money, right? You bring food to the table in their family. You're going to help an employee working there, the people on the front desk. It's like a domino effect. Who else? We have to think. Here's one of the things that we have to think. Who else? Because if you know that you're gonna be a superstar, yeah, you be of value. We go every day. We go out there to blessing people. By doing this, you know that because you sell one house, because you got one of the house closing, it's not stopping you. That not only bring you commission, but you bring a lot of value to people. When you buy a house, what else is gonna be involved? Like inspection making money. I know inspection make 6-figure income, right? All from us, from our real estate agent. From us is the one who buy a house and sell a house. So we are blessing. We're able to bless not only the buyers, not only the seller. We blessing a inspector, right? Inspector that make money that way too. Who else we bless? Of course, the people work at their office right there in inspection. Right? Who else? Yeah, you right. That's right. Loan officer, the bank, right? The bank who making the money. The bank who making the money by loaning the money out. But when the bank loan the money, who else making money at the bank? The loan officer, yes. I know somebody closing 150 deals a year, right? They're making, where's that come from? From us. Majority is from our real estate agent. So the bank, the lender that loaning the money to the people that help making the money, right? So now you see what? So far, how many people? You blessed already. One is what? The buyers. 2 is the seller. 3 is other real estate agent that you're working with, or the real estate company, right? Together. 4 is what? The home inspection, right? 5 is what? Attorney. Is that correct? Yeah. 6 is what? The loan officer, the lender, the one who borrowed the money, that you borrow money from them. And of course, when they're going to buy a house, what they're going to do? They're going to start fixing the house up, right? So you're going to bless, you're going to create jobs for people fixing up the house or upgrade. It's about the 7 one is fixing up the house. And then what you got, 8 people is what? They're going to buy furniture. They're going to buy a new thing. Upgrade, renovation, all that. So the people that buy the appliance people, furniture, appliance, and of course, you're going to help the government making taxes. Keep the house from vacancy. Even if you buy from a house vacant, they get more value. To increase the house, they get more value. You bring more tax to the government, right? If that's the case, if the investor is the one who's selling the house instead of regular seller that buy the house to fix up, they're selling the house, that would be what another one like what capital gain. They gain the money. So IRS make extra money, right? So if you understand your value as a licensed real estate agent, every day you wake up, you'll be happy that you're going out there. You're thinking, who I'm going to bless today? So you're not looking for clients. You're looking for people that you can bless them with their housing. Bless them with a goal that they have. For example, I just blessed someone last week. His house is worth about, it's only $130, right? But the rent is about over $1,200 a month if he rented that house. So now he's able to buy the house with like $1,000 moving in down. But he bought the house and he paid only $850 a month, right? But in the process that I'm doing that, I'm helping people involved with me in the deal. Like I just mentioned, at least 10 people, it could be more, right? But it's domino effects. So I'm able to help them, and I show him how to pay that off in 10 years or in 5 years. If he keep continue to pay about, instead of $850, he's gonna pay extra money to principal, he's gonna pay up the house pretty soon. So why I selling all this? What have to do with the being mega products? Because it's very, very important that it's dominant effect. That you know when you feel good, you're going to do good, right? When you feel that you're doing something here, that you not only do it for the money, but you do it for the community. You help the community out. That you're going to be out there and blessing people. Every time that you know you got a house under contract, ooh, everybody happy. I just did one last week, right? My loan officer very happy, right? Now she got, even that she's staying home, she work from home. Now she got another deal on the table. It's another money for her. Her people, her processor is happy. They got another file. Her company had the money. So we keep it economic going. So housing market is a great, right? And we all have a very important job. That's why you have to invest in yourself. To be a mega agent, you have to understand that you are somebody. You are value to the community. You're not the people out there. You're not a salesperson. You're not trying to get a quick money and run and be done with it. You got to understand that whatever you're doing out there, that you really bless a lot of people coming along with it. I told you at least 10, right? At least 10 organizations or people out there. I'm just flipping the house too. As an investor myself, as I'm flipping the house, I'm blessing people. I'm saving all the seller credit, and I'm saving the bank from have a bad loan on the file. So they're gonna go be cleaning out and just short sell them. Now they get a bad loan. Now they get the money back, the revenue back, and they can just loan to somebody else, and they continue growing. They get to keep their money growing, and that is one of the things very, very important that you got to know, that you got to be blessing people. And then as a licensed real estate agent, I want to emphasize it again, we are a key person to bring the deal together. I got a seller one time, he got pissed off because it's like a key for just making the keys. Because he, as an investor, he ran out his house to a tenant, and the tenant returned with no remote control, with only one key. They don't have the rest of the keys. So before closing, the other side said, "Hey, I need keys. We need remote control." And I asked the seller, "You got a key?" And said, "Well, that's the only key I have. And I have no remote control." They messed up and no remote control not working anymore. So she got pissed off. And she just thought out, she said, "Well, it's very ridiculous. How come you're going to close a deal you have nothing?" And this is philosophy right here. On the buyer agent thought, "Well, this only like 20-40 bucks. No, why don't you provide it for them?" Right? The seller side, you got pissed off. They get upset. They say, "No, I'm not gonna sell this house no more. I'm gonna throw in the key here. I'm gonna take the house off the market, sell it to somebody else. I'm not gonna close it tomorrow." She cussed me out. She called me ridiculous. I said, No, sir. No, ma'am. Let me handle this, because when I talk to them, I would on the speaker, let them know, yeah, the other side needing it. It's not me. It's not David that needing it. Other side are asking for it. But she told me he got pissed off because of what other people saying, right? So I told him, well, let me handle it on that. So we had to work out. We have to talk to the buyer, and we had to work out, with the buyer. So we end up, I talked to them. I got a remote control. I said, let me go reprogram it for her. And I did. I went out there and tried to reprogram for them. And I'm just cooled down the seller that we handle the deal. I will handle it. I will take responsible for it. I want to make sure that it's working, because sometimes that just matters. That's a situation. And if you not have a strong mindset, in order to be a mega agent, you have to get strong mindset too, right? And you know that you are blessing people on just blessing. Same key that I told you. Part of that, you gotta get your knowledge. But now you feel good. You gotta get a knowledge, and you have to know how to handle the situation. If I was a new agent, I would thought, okay, just throw them in, and I got offense too, right? But now I know we have to step ourselves out the situation. Say, well, this is the good thing. The good thing will happen if we're gonna get this deal closed. If the deal no close, that buyer don't have a house with about $500 moving in. The loan officer don't have the able to close the deal. They lose a deal. That less money for them. Attorney is for insurance. All that people have effective because of the deal not closing. But because of situation I handle, and you know what? I went out and my remote is not matched with the control. The remote was not matched with the garage. I couldn't set it up. So I called one of the guys I know, the garage man, and said, well, no, you got to get a universal one. It's not the same brand, it won't work. I didn't know, right? But I'm going out there to help them out. So the buyer saw that. That's not even my buyer, okay? That was the other buyer. I just represent the seller, who was an investor also. So she said, okay, if it's easy, I'm going to buy a new one. I said, well, you want me to pay for it? I said, no, she can handle it that. So when you do good thing, people will remember of you. And that part of how to be a mega agent. So on the next video, I'm going to tell you how, as a mega agent, right, how do I make money, like at least over $30,000 from one business card. Yeah, you hear that right? It's like a joke right now. It's true. How do I get, as a mega agent, how do I make over $30,000 with one business card. So thanks again for watching. I'm gonna share you on the next video. This is one of the series that how to be a great mega real estate agent. And I'm glad that ESB wanted us to share this with you guys. And our website again, 901david.com. You can reach out to me. We love to refer. Anything we can help you out, let me know. And just to emphasize, we are with the best company out there right now as we speak. It's ESB Realty. ESB proud. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you on the second video.